21 years ago, I got a call from Bob Gessler, who couldn't be here tonight. He asked me to help with one fundraiser for something that they had just started working on called the Irish Memorial at Front Chestnut. Is now there now. It's our beautiful monument. Well, one fundraiser turned into 500. We did fundraisers every week. We did fundraisers in houses. We did everything, and I was a very small part of it. This is where most of the people in this room is where I've met most of you. These were all volunteering and raising money for this beautiful monument. The unveiling of the Irish Memorial is something I will never forget. And how that monument was so worth all the work we did once we saw it. I walk by Front and Chestnut with Irish pride all the time, and I hope that all of you do the same. But what I want to say is, I really appreciate this honor tonight, but not one person can do it all by themselves. So I accept this award tonight on behalf of all of you, all the volunteers and supporters who all make this happen. Each and every one of you in this room have helped the Philadelphia St. Patrick's Day Parade in some way, and I always encourage you to come to the 2016 Philadelphia St. Patrick's Day Parade on Sunday, March 13th. It is a beautiful family day and a great tradition since 1771, and it's my honor to sit on that board as vice president. When you see those little ones dancing in the parade, it just makes your day and melts your heart, and it makes it all worthwhile. With that said, I'd like to give a big shout out to my Yaya girlfriends, because I wouldn't be where I am today without them. I'd like to congratulate the other honorees, and it's my pleasure to sit here with you tonight because you've all, I read your bios and you've done some amazing things. Congratulations. In closing, I'd like to thank Kathy McGee Burns for the article she wrote me once again. And in that article, she claimed that I was a have your back kind of friend. It made me cry, and it was just so amazing, and I just was so thrilled to read that. I'd like to live up to that expectation, and I'd like to put out there, if there's anything I can ever do for you, please don't hesitate to call. Shlancha, and God bless all of you.
I think back on what made me the physician that I am, and I can say without a doubt, it was my parents who helped instill the art of giving. It was all about not what you do for yourself, it's what you do for others. And I have to thank my parents for that. My father, who was a physician, and his friends. Behind every man, they say there's a great woman. Well, I happen to have 5 great women. I have my wife and my 4 daughters. I thank my mother and my 2 sons. Those are the people that are most important to me, and what they have, what I try to instill in them is what my parents have instilled in me. I think back on what we have learned. Kathy told us to make this speech about 45 minutes. How am I doing, Kathy? So, there's an old song that says, old friends are good because they know what you've been through and where you're going. Today we are all old friends because we all feel what we've been through and where we're going. Thank you very much for this honor.
Much has been made of our 18 years doing, the Young Musicians session here at the Irish Center. With our partner, we must say, in this endeavor, has been Chris Brendan Hagee from the very, very beginning. And we love doing it. We teach music we love, and hopefully we get other kids to love the music, and we hope we get them to have fun. And, the circle of our friends in this Irish music community range from very young to people who are a little bit older even than us. And we've enjoyed watching the kids grow up and many of them have turned into like just wonderful musicians.
We've not done, I want to echo Dennis and Mary Frances in saying that we haven't done this work to garner laurels. We did this work as a tribute to Ed McDermott and to all the other luminaries of our traditional music scene here in Philadelphia, such as Kevin McGillen sitting over here. We'd also like to mention all the time we spent with Mike Gallagher playing with him as well, who just passed on, I understand. It was through the generosity of these musicians that we were able to hone our skills as a musician and inspiring us in turn to turn around and share this with other generations of Irish music. Our music teaching and performances are an expression of the feeling invoked in our soul by the music of our forebears. However broken the chain may be, before this music was brought to us.
So thank you for recognizing our efforts in building a welcoming community for young players and all the musicians of our community. In our own way, we're doing for them what Ed McDermott did for us, and me in particular. This is so much a part of what Irish traditional music is all about and what the tradition stands for. So thank you so much for recognizing our part in it.
Anyway, it's been an honor to receive this award, and congratulations to the other honorees. It's been a long time, and we've been coming to the Irish Center since about 1981, once a week. This year, the last couple of years, it's been Wednesday nights. Once we chase the dancers out, we have a ballroom. And I'd just like to recognize John Collins, who took over as pipe major when I retired because of health. And also Brian Willis, who's now our instructor. Brian was our instructor back in like 1980, and he's back again. And John was one of my students, and it's good to have one of your students who actually is better than the teacher. So John, you're the man. A couple of things that we've done. It's really been an honor to be recognized for our involvement with the Irish community. We've played every year for the Irish Memorial. Jim Coyne will attest to that. We actually played down in Chester when the boat brought into the warehouse. So we've been associated with that. We played for Newer Aid back in the day. And as a side note, I'd just like to congratulate Paul Thor's becoming the Grand Marshal of the Parade. He's well deserved. We've played for the Family Sons of St. Patrick. We played for the Emerald Society, and every year we're at St. Patrick's Church for the Mass. And it's been a great 38 years, 37 years. But anyway, we are proud of what we do. We are actually a musical organization. We're not traditional like you guys, but we do take our music serious. And we compete. We've been to Ireland 3 times to compete. We compete in Virginia, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. And we've been relatively successful as a competition band. So, and hopefully now that Brian's our instructor, we'll be a little bit better. But anyway, you'll see Del and I at the Donegal Society Ball. We will be there, as we have been for the last 30 years. And probably pretty soon the young guys are going to take over. Right, John? Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, and great to be honored.